What's up, guys? Welcome back to Starfighter Studs. My name is Student McCartney, and today I'm discussing a set idea, or more of set ideas, for a new planet series that would come to Star Wars. We've obviously had a planet series in the past. Here's one of them, Coruscant, that came with this super small and incredibly nice acclimator and clone trooper, as along with a plaque. And, I mean, it was great and all. This is probably the best mini-scale model of any Republic ship that we will ever get. And it's possibly the best mini-scale model of all time in Star Wars. It is just beautiful. But my new planet ideas would be a series, and it would be 1,500 to 2,000 pieces or so. I would just estimate it within there, but if you remember the UCS Death Star 2, if you see on the side that actually is built, how they have that really nice, or not super nice, but just good plating with all the studs outside, that's what I think they would do for the planets. And then they would use this, and then they'd have a stand underneath here, and you could spin it around, I think, and it kind of, so there'd be your stand, and you could spin your planet around. So that's my idea for, like, how it would be. I think that the stand would have a plaque saying what the planet is, and I don't think you would need anything else on the plaque, especially since what my idea is it's kind of tying into the Master Builder series set. So you get this pretty decently sized, probably like this big, UCS Death Star style planet. But my idea is tying into the Master Builder series line. You would have a ton of minifigures. And so the minifigures for Umbara, which is my first planet on this list, which, by the way, what I would assume would be somewhere from 1,500 to 1,700 pieces, would be 501st Troopers. A special 501st Trooper, so either 5's Echo, I can't remember if Echo is still around in the Umbara arc, hard case, top, what's the medic's name? Kit, I think. But any of those, General Krell, 5 Umbarans, 3 212th Troopers, those, like, 5 of those little flying bat things, possibly, and, I think that with all those minifigures, you could just place them around your, planet in battle scenes and whatnot, and then also on the planet, you'd have little tiny, like, those brown, hook pieces and stuff. Those could be like the little Umbaran trees. And then where there would be an airbase or whatnot, there'd be a tiny miniature scale one just sticking out of there. And so there would be a capital city on Umbara, the airbase, possibly another thing. But I think that would be like just a perfect set for all those Clone Wars fans. You get a ton of exclusive minifigures, and a ton of new and improved minifigures of stuff that we've gotten in the past. And I think that if you had that with the miniature airbase and whatnot, it would tie in really well to another set idea, which will be coming out later this week. But my second set idea for this series would be Lothal with 1,800 to 1,900 pieces. And my minifigure ideas for this one would be 5 Stormtroopers, an Ezra Bridger, Sabine, Hera, a blind Kanan Jarrus, whatever the governor, the non-imperial governor's name was, I forget. 1 Rook, Zeb, Chopper, 2 Death Troopers, Thrawn, and maybe a few more, but that's all that I have down on my list. I think that if you had the capital city with the Imperial Dome thing, don't really know what it's called, but there one that, but it's it would kind of look like this with a little dome piece on top. I think if you had that in your capital city, then you had the little hill cone type. That's what I'm gonna call them, hill cones. That look like giant bees' nests that are on Lothal, and then maybe even the Jedi Temple on the other side of the planet. I think that would completely round up this planet. And the ideas for these is that they're playable for kids, but at the same time they're super displayable, and it would just be a nice thing to have in your room. But uh, guys, tell me in the comments. I really should know this, and I really shouldn't have made my video without knowing this. But whatever the lava planet in the Mandalorian is called, where Mando is from, where we start, or where all that stuff is, I just think, whatever that planet name is. Whatever that planet's name is, I think it would be a great set or great planet for this. I'm thinking around 15 to 1600 pieces, just because you don't need much. I think that if you had a Mandalorian, full Beskar Mandalorian, one Cara Dune, one, I think his name is Q or whatnot, he's the Ugnaught, an IG-11, Gideon, one Grogu, 5 Stormtroopers, 2 Scout Troopers, the Doctor Scientist, Imperial Doctor Scientist guy, I forgot what his name is as well, and then I want to call him the Bounty Master guy who originally called for the child and served under Moff Gideon. I think if you had all those put together, then just have that little city, maybe a miniature Razor Crest. I've been leaving out the miniature ships that I thought you could put in these planet sets. I think if you had like just a clear little antenna thing and stuck on a mini scale fighters or whatnot, I mean for Umbara, Z95 Headhunter and an Umbaran Starfighter, maybe even a UHC for the Lothal TIE Fighters, maybe even a mini Ghost. For this one, probably just a mini Razor Crest would work. That's this snapping. I think that it would completely round up the set and I think this one would look really cool along with our next one, which is Mustafar, as just the black and lava flowing. I think that they could use the plates as the black and then have those translucent orange pieces beneath it. I think that would just create a great aesthetic for this. But yeah, that's my thoughts on. Those are my thoughts on the Mandalorian lava planet thing. But Mustafar is up next. I think probably 16 to 1800 pieces. I mean, how could you not ask for this? I think that this would be a huge hit. We would have an Anakin or slash Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, the Geonosian leader, whatever his name is, Viceroy Gunray, 3 security battle droids, 2 Coruscant Guard clones, a Palpatine minifigure, R2-D2, C-3PO, Padme, 2 other separatist leaders that you see in that scene. I'll be putting up pictures and stuff along the way once I edit this. But I think if you put that together, if you had the little base, or not the base, but like the lava energy thing, where all the separatists are at, if you had a miniature Naboo ship, if you had a miniature Jedi Starfighter, if you had little platforms for Obi-Wan and Anakin, if you had the lava waterfall, I think that'd be amazing. Because if you just contoured these planets with some hills and whatnot, and just made just going up and then boom, as the water wall. I think that would be beautiful on this set. It would look really cool. But anyway, moving on to the next one, I have Starkiller Base, and this is our last one. I think this would be 1,800 to 2,000 pieces, so the most on this list. Honestly, there is no way that Lego and Disney, with their support of the sequel trilogy, would do this, but I think you could have a Rey, a Finn, a Han Solo, Kylo, Phasma, Chewie, Hux, 2 First Order officers, 3 Snowtroopers, 7 Stormtroopers, as your minifigures. I mean, huge minifigure things. And that's why I think that Lego would alter these minifigure sets, which is sad, but I mean, you're displaying a giant planet and you're having minifigures dotting it and in battle and creating action scenes so you can put it up on your shelf and then rearrange them. I think that's just a great idea, and I really hope that if Lego ever considers this or even sees this video, that they would keep the minifigures and not cheap out on them. But anyway, back to Starkiller Base. I think for your miniature ships or whatnot, you could have Poe's X-Wing, 2 TIE Fighters. You could have the trees that you see on the snowy areas. You could have that huge main weapon, just a giant circle like this. And then the strip going all the way across the planet. Really well represented on something as large as that. And then if you had a miniature Millennium Falcon, I think that'd be pretty cool as well. I think that if they really wanted to do some playability, they could put like a 6 stud shooter thing in the Starkiller Base weapon. I don't think that's necessary, but they could. I mean, they could do anything with these sets. But that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. New videos coming out twice a week, or twice to 3 times a week. That's my schedule. I will stick to it. I'm going to hop on editing this thing. Don't forget, if you subscribe before my 1-year anniversary was over, you will be receiving free merch reasonably soon. I will put out an info video about that. I know most of your names. I'll just need some confirmation from a few of you. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you think you want these sets or think that they're good set ideas, comment down below, give this video a like, and share it so maybe Lego can see it. Anyway, have a great night, and see you later.